Hello, Peg. You're welcome, welcome. Are you happy it's July?
I am happy it's July. I wait for summer all year long, and uh, summer can't get here fast enough for me because I live in the Midwest and it's cold. And it's really not been all that hot here. So, just saying.
Yeah, we're just every day here in Arizona. It's hot, but we're just waiting for the monsoons. We want it to rain.
I did go out and pick zucchini this morning. I got 5 huge ones,
Oh,
so
nice.
the
I wish I
garden's
had
doing good.
zucchini. I don't have anything.
So, as you might tell by the bright colors here on my desk, we are into neon.
Yes, neon pop all
Yeah.
month.
So some of the things that you can use, this is, like the highlighters, Sharpie highlighters have that neon color to them. And this is just another brand. Doesn't have to be Sharpie. But you see that we get lots of bright, bright, bright color off of these things.
Yes.
Now, I have not tried using these on my gel plate. Have you used these on your gel plate, Shell?
Highlighters? No, I haven't. But I have got these neon colored paint pens, and it says they're made by Marabou. They're called Yono, which means you only need one, no matter what material, style, project. Acrylic. They got a little bit of a fat tip, and I thought I would try them. I thought I would try making some marks with them on
Mm-hmm.
my gel plate and see what I get. Because acrylic paint, I should be able to let it dry on there and then um, you know, pick it up
Yep.
with another layer. So
Yeah.
I'm making some
Well,
dots, I'm making some marks. I think I'm going to use all the colors.
I do have some bright neon acrylic in these types of markers. These are solid markers,
Uh-huh. Yeah, I have some of those too. I didn't even get those
so
out
those
yet.
would be fun on there. I haven't played with those on the gel plate before either. And then
Me
I've got
neither.
these from Liquitex, these paint markers.
Yeah, I
So
think
I've
that's
got an
probably
assortment of
similar to
stuff.
what these are. They're just, they're made by a different company.
Yeah, and then I've got the regular Liquitex bright, bright, bright stuff. So what I did is I went to the shelf and I just started pulling out everything in my stash that was neon. Is that kind of what you did?
Today for gel printing, I got out these markers. I got out this Liquitex gouache set. Gouache is like kind of like a tempera paint. It's acrylic but water soluble. And then this is new. Um, I have a new set of heavy body acrylic fluorescents from Liquitex.
Ooh,
I got these. Those giveaways on Instagram
yeah,
where they're like, "Oh, giveaway," and then you're supposed to follow them and comment, leave a comment for them for someone else, blah blah blah. I did that and I actually won.
that's awesome.
That's from uh, Plaza Art Materials, I think is the person. And I got more than one thing. I didn't just get this fluorescent. I got a bunch of stuff that was worth a lot of money. So I
Well,
do need
those
to give them a shout out and do an unboxing, but I just haven't gotten to it
yeah,
yet. But
those
like,
heavy
bam,
bodies. Yum.
fluorescent just on the right time.
Yeah,
So
for
those are the
sure.
things I'm going to play with today. I also have fluorescent watercolors um, that I will play with on a different day. I didn't want to do watercolors on the gel plate today. It's a pain. So you can do it. There's no reason you can't, but that doesn't mean it's particularly fun.
No, and we're just giving you some ideas. We decided that we needed some fluorescent papers and things to start with because, you know, we're going to be working with this all month, we need a few papers, right?
Yep, we need collage papers. So
Yeah.
that was my thought. This one I was just going to do a cleanup. I had a bunch of stuff on this 6x6 that was dried on there. So I put 3 colors of the heavy body just to pick up. And I've got, a little bit of pattern on there because it was on the plate.
Mm-hmm.
That's just a cleanup. And this is a craft color deli paper.
Nice.
So I need to let this dry. I just put all those different markers on there. This is what the markers looks like on black paper. That's always the true test. These markers, which weren't very expensive, I got them off of Amazon. They do look like neon on black paper. So they're not super translucent like some of the stuff. Let's see if I can get the rest of this marks off here. My poor 6x6.
Change
Been around so long. It's discolored.
Cool colors.
Crazy.
On one.
So like I often do, I have 2 different smaller things here. This is kind of the way I work now. So let's mess around with a little bit of black.
You're being brave. Going with black right off.
Hey, might as well. Why not? I'm going to make some crazy stuff, I think, probably. But I figured I would get out some stencils, So I'm going to play with stencils in black and bright. So let's slap a stencil on there. And then this is the one I've been wiping the excess paint off with. It's got the neon colors on it. There's some of the marker and stuff. And I'm going to pick up through the stencil this black to get it cleaned off the stencil. And it's going to go over the top of that neon. It's going to look pretty cool, I think.
Why wouldn't it be? Of course it'll be cool.
Oh yeah, see, that's going to be fun. You can't tell me that's not fun. Need to pick up a little bit more though. I didn't get all of it. So I'm going to go ahead and that's really going to be fun. I go ahead and get another something here to pick up the rest of that black off the plate through the stencil. And then you always have this, piece of pattern black paper that's always, has black marks on it. So that's useful in other applications. Make sure I get it all.
Use a little bit of this neon Americana. I haven't had that out yet.
Now let's play with this gouache. I've never actually used gouache on a gel plate before, so I don't know what I'm going to get, but let's grab some of the really bright colors. I got it. Oh, shoot. Dropping things on the ground like usual.
Yeah.
I got a dog scratching on the door. She's like, let me in, let me in. Okay, in or out. You're going to get one chance. That's it. Not letting you back out. She's like, but I want to go in and out, in and out.
But why? Why? I only wanted to be with you.
This is not coming out. I don't have anything to poke it with. I need to poke it. Why you're not coming out? Crazy stuff. There we go. Blop. Yeah, a true blob.
I'm glad I put that junk on my hands. I'm already a mess. Pretty hot
Spread
mess.
this around through the stencil. See if we get. I think I got too much on there. It seems very on the too much kind of plane there. So I think I'm just gonna pick it up, some of it up.
Pick up another color here.
Ooh,
It's a little
I'm
bit
not messing
deeper.
around with the fluorescence around here. Let that dry.
A little bit thicker coat down because I just got kind of wild and crazy with that. So I'm going to hit it on these other plates because I want to take some of that off. Because it's a little bit much, even though I'm going to put a stencil on there. It's still a little bit much. And I want to pull the stuff that I've been transferring to that one in the back. So I'm going to take a piece of paper. I'm going to pull that one. And I need a stencil. Just going to grab this one. And I'm going to pull that through those windows. Kind of a geometric pattern on this one. So I got a grid. And there's still stuff in there, so I want to come back and clean some more of that out.
That kind of looks
I want
cool.
that fairly clean. And now, let's see what I picked up with this. Unimpressive. But we'll just keep on printing. That one needs some color.
I think for this, I'm going to pull up with some white. So this is the markers that I used on the plate. I just put a thin layer of white acrylic paint on that, making sure that you can see the stuff through it. If you can't see what you're trying to pick up through the paint, then you've got too much paint. You need to pull it back a little bit. I don't think the stuff on this side is even close to being dry.
Okay, so I'm gonna put some of this FW Daler-Rowney ink on here.
All right, I got some of it up.
I'm gonna sprayer some of that out. This is pretty fluid stuff.
It's pretty fun. I think I'm gonna get even more if I put another layer. So let's put some of this black on and see what comes up with that. It always seems like black and neon go together. And I think we're having a resurgence of the 80s or something over here.
Looks like. I've got a piece of black scrap paper. I think I'm going to try to pick that color up and just clean off my stencil a little bit.
Let's try
a pick-up sheet.
Get that getting burnished on there.
Still wet stuff I'm trying to get off of there. There we go.
Looks kind of like a Neon Galaxy situation. And that's
Cool.
still picking up the markers off the plate. I'm still not getting quite the last little bits, but I got almost all of it off. So we've got this with the white and this with
If
the
I've
black.
waited too long on this. Might have waited too long. We'll see.
So that was kind of fun.
Oh, no, got some.
Where's my white? See if I can get some of this up. Usually I'm all about the crusty bits, but today I'm going to try to stay sort of clean. This still seems wet over here. It's the gouache seems a little bit fluid, a little bit, liquidy.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not, it's taking it a long time to dry. It might be dry enough now, maybe. So let's try picking it up with a layer of white acrylic.
I need a bigger desk.
Just a thin layer. Try to get it as thin as possible on there. And then I think I'll pick it up with a 6x6 piece of deli paper. Because it's cut to the right size. And I don't think that there should be anything there left that's going to even show what color the deli paper is. I think there's so much stuff on there that it's not going to show.
Let's
So.
add some glazing medium to that one. If I can get it out of here. Oh my goodness. The glazing medium is not coming out. Okay. Anybody ever have glazing medium go totally hard? That is weird. It's solid.
It must have got air in it and just dried up.
I guess.
So that's what I got from that one. That's pretty spectacular.
So I guess I'll just
well, let's do a second print. Let's do a ghost print because there's still stuff on there. And I bet we'll get something cool. Any excess paint, I'm just going to put it on this other guy. And I'm going to do something with that. Like a stencil. I'm going to pop a stencil on there.
I am pulling some of this stuff out of the basket. It's just taking up space here. Taking up space.
You can't let that off, actually.
A little more room.
Just trying to get a few more white bits on there for contrast, like you do. See what we got going on over here.
Oh, I like that one. It's pretty flashy.
Ha, fun. That's a good one because it's got just pops of neon on kind of a gray and black background. That turned out cool. I like that one. kilo. This piece off. You can use them. Super cool. So now let's mess with this one. I've also got these heavy bodies, which we can play with them. Basically, fluorescent red, fluorescent orange, yellow, blue, green, and pink. So let's do a little
Put this
bit
down for a
of green over here and over here.
background.
Now that last stuff was acrylic gouache. This is acrylic heavy body paint. So it's a little bit different. Supposedly. I mean, I need to maybe do some research about what gouache is exactly. I mean, do we really even know?
Oh.
I guess I used the orange. And then here's a little bit of that really crazy highlighter yellow. I have a new 1-inch brayer. You know, you see me use these 2 inches a lot. And I thought, well, what if it was even smaller? So I went for 1 inch.
I'm going to get a tool. If I can find one. Just want to do some dragging. Here we go.
I don't want to mix them all together.
And what have I got over here? I put that on top of this print. That might be kind of cool. And add that layer. Yeah. So now I've got kind of a messy mess. Just going to go back to a cleanup sheet. Catch some of that.
Okay, so the heavy body looks pretty good on the black.
I bet. They're usually pretty opaque.
Yeah.
I don't think I have any heavy bodies in a... I should have checked.
Yeah.
If I do, they're probably in golden.
All right, let's let that dry a little bit. We'll start playing with this side. So what do? We've also got, oh, I also have these two, which are Dina Wakley Dilutions paints. Strawberry Daiquiri and Mango Punch. See what they're like. They seem pretty thin, and I think they're pretty transparent. They're all shook up. A lot of bleep came out. You need to shake them. Be sure you shake your paints.
Yeah.
Yeah, see how much thinner those are?
Get a bigger stencil. a couple of
Got
these
smaller stencil.
larger stencils. And I've got some Liquitex spray paint.
Ah, spray paint. That's one thing I don't.
If we're doing neon, we need a little graffiti color here, right?
I can't stand the smell of spray paint. It makes me sick. So I don't
Well,
ever do it.
the Liquitex is not that bad. Okay, this is not shaken well enough, or it's not coming out. Keep going here. Yeah, the Liquitex, and I think it's, what is it? There's another brand that is not so bad.
I think there was one called Sugar.
Yeah.
That
isn't that by, is it Montana?
I'm not sure. I don't know. I just remember seeing Mary Beth Shaw use it, and then I still thought to myself, you know what? No. I'm not. You can't convince me that I could use spray paint, especially not indoors. So I never bought it. She often makes me buy stuff, but
yeah,
I said just say no. So here's some gouache. This is fluorescent violet. It's the only one I have in like a violet. Purple. It's almost magenta. I don't know. But hey, give it a try. Why not?
All right, if I can't get the Liquitex to spray, I do have some of these Marabou fashion things. So I'm going to try one other spray nozzle. No, still not. I'm going to have to clean that out. So I will just go to Marabou. And I will do Marabou.
A little bit of that Dilutions ones under there, but it didn't show up that much. And in this case, the gouache is really, really matte, which is kind of cool. You know, I like matte paint. It feels very almost powdery. I can see the pattern, but it's not like in your face or anything. That's kind of cool. Let's pick up this guy over here. Let's try some black paper. Do I still have black? Yeah. Try to pick that up on black.
That was really wet. Really, really wet.
The spray paint?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. I got some serious allergies going on.
Sounds like.
It's making me crazy. Whatever's blooming, you need to stop.
All right. That was the pink. Let's see what this one. I want to put down some of this neon green from Americana. And it's very wet, so I'm going to roll a little bit of that off onto this other background.
Ah, that's cool. Look at this one, Peg.
Oh,
cool.
colorful. Very colorful.
I like how that turned out a lot.
That's really neat.
Yeah.
So what were you using?
So there was just a really thin layer of white acrylic, and then I put the stencil over it, and I pulled through the stencil the white, and then I put the Liquitex Heavy Body through it.
Yeah.
Through the stencil, lifted up the stencil, let it dry, and then picked it up with black on black.
Cool.
So you have a little bit of the
cool.
white, a little bit of the white halo that didn't come up when I pulled it through the stencil.
Yeah.
And then you got the color on top of that,
Uh-huh.
which gives it that extra oomph, you know?
Yeah.
And then picked up with black on black.
That's a definite technical word, foomph.
Oomph, yeah, definitely. For sure.
Okay.
But it turned out super cool. I like
I'm going
it.
to try this fashion stuff from Marabou. And I think I want to pick up the excess.
Let's get some more of this gouache on. We're going to use the fluorescent violet, the fluorescent red. Come on. Why you not come out?
And flip that over.
The one I had the trouble with earlier? Probably. Kind of a pain in the tail, aren't you? And then we'll go in with the pink, because you know, fluorescent pink. Just can't beat it.
I want that to kind of stay like that, so I'm going to heat it a little bit. So that that top surface sets a little bit. I really like those colors, and I'm thinking I want to go dark with that. The other thing I wanted to grab was some of these papers from our friends at P&M Studio. They've got some cool stuff. All right, now I want to pick this up. So I want something that's more opaque. That's going to be don't want translucent because I'm going to go to the dark side.
The dark side. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. I'm going to go to the dark side. So, whoops. Okay. Something just fell down.
Oops. Sorry, dude.
Oops, oh well. So I'm going to spread that out on my brayer and just try to lightly. Yeah, that did not lightly. That moved that stuff everywhere. It's not dry enough. So, it's all right. I'll pick it up anyway, because I think it'll be cool. that's kind of cool. Wasn't what I was hoping for, but oh well.
I'm gonna let that dry down a little bit. I think. So that's gouache and then a little bit of acrylic paint. I'm gonna let it dry. I think I'm gonna play with some of my markers some more. That's a fun mark. Wait. So I was trying to get the paint to come out. The screen doesn't really want to draw. It's not flowing very well.
Yeah, I need to get my markers out and try some things.
Yeah, I think you'll have fun. It's pretty fun. Especially these acrylic markers.
Yeah.
I think you have the Liquitex ones, right?
I do.
Yeah, I think you'll have fun.
So now take that. Add a contrasting color over it. So I'm going to go with that hot pink. Neon pink.
Neon pink. A good choice, I think.
And need some more paper. I'm out of paper already. Kind of unimpressive. But I like the pink, so I'm going to go back to that. And I'm just going to get some of that around here. Because I've got these papers, and I think I might be able to do a resist with. So let me get a piece of this stuff.
All right. Let's try picking this one up. Ooh. What the heck is that? Black paint ooze. Not cool. Good thing I put art guard on.
Yeah. So that was the Liquitex Basics, that pink. The Neon Americana are a lot more translucent, and I'm using both of these on this just to see the difference. We'll see what we get. Because I can get more than one color on this page. Ooh, look at that. That's nice bright contrast.
That's a
Okay.
pretty color.
So that was
A combination?
the Liquitex Basic. But I want to let that dry down a little bit now. So I think I'm going to turn that. I'm going to go to another print. And this time I'm going to use the neon from Deco Art. You can see already it's a lot more fluid. The other is kind of a medium body. This is a very fluid paint. I mean, my brayer isn't even rolling because it's so fluid. It's just smushing back and forth.
Spray bottle.
But if you want a nice thin coat of something, so I'm going to take that same sheet, this one that we put the pink onto, and I'm going to go do another quadrant with that orange tone.
Okay, let's pick up this. I don't know, maybe I'll do something. Let's bring in this blue. I haven't tried this neon blue yet.
Now, that covered the black a lot more than I thought it would. Very interesting. Okay.
I'll put some green.
So I want to pick up this with some dark. That orange is still very fluid on my plate. So I'm just going to roll it back out and put another stencil over it. I don't want that one. I want a different one. Let's do something like this. And maybe this down here. I'm going to pick up, it's coming through the holes.
Oops.
And then I'm going to add the dark.
I'm not sure how fluorescent that really is, but I say it is. I don't know. I'll tell you what it is. It's this yellow. So let's put some of that on it. And maybe even some of this really crazy orange.
You got crazy orange?
Yeah, it's bright. Bright, bright.
I want to put that over this pink that I was unimpressed with. Give it that pop. That word
Yeah.
I can use this month.
We're actually allowed to use that word this month. It's gonna get so overused and annoying that I'm going to have to probably lose my patience. I hate that word, I really do. So, but we're going to use it because it really does. I mean, if something pops, it is absolutely going to be neon, right?
There.
If anything pops in this world, it's got to be neon.
That is a popper.
Yeah.
Okay. So now this other one should be
Let me get the stencil print off.
dried down. And what do I want? Did that in the pink. So let's do it in the bright orange, shall we?
What is it? Little bit. Not that much. Too translucent. And then this one was just the cleanup of it. It just didn't seem very...
Yeah, you know, I don't think either one of us has been much into these neons before, so this is going to be a learning experience for both of us.
Oh, definitely, yeah. The most I've ever done is put, like, I like the pink, so I've put pink on projects, you know, just as basically a pop.
Yeah.
Not like a whole.
Right.
Not like doing a whole project, which I don't think that's really our intention, is to do like a whole project just in neon. But
no, that, I mean, even when you look at neon signs and stuff, they're not all neon. It's got other elements to it. So.
Yeah, because you have to have contrast. So.
Right. Okay, so
let's see for a moment.
That's the pink and the
I'm gonna try and
orange.
help in iridescent or something. Or how about gray? What does gray look like with neon? That's a good question.
Probably pretty cool. I think Payne's gray would be awesome.
Oh yeah, I don't. Maybe I'll try some Payne's gray instead of that medium gray. Where is my Payne's gray? Oh, that's the question. It must be in with the. Is it in with the neutrals?
So now I want to go to.
Where is it? It knows I have it. Just don't know where.
And I'm going to take the neon blue because I haven't done much with the blue yet.
Huh. I can't find my Payne's gray.
This is the very fluid blue from
Oh, there it is.
Americana.
Huh. You know, Payne's gray is almost black, but it's blue. Kind of. It's different. Let's see what that does. Put that on some white paper. Where do we have some white paper? Some rice paper. We do rice paper.
Okay, I'm not liking where it overlapped there. I want to pull some of that up.
Let's pull this side. Let's see what we got.
Too much.
That one looks like a summer's day.
Kind of overshadowed my pink. So I want a little bit of the green. Let me get my.
Ooh.
This is the Deco Art neon green.
It turned out fun. That's the Payne's gray with the neon marker.
Yeah. Fun. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
That looks like some fabric
Yeah.
I've seen on different, you know, those fleece throws that they make.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of that. Okay, and I'm just going to add a little bit of that green down here in this corner.
Well, let's stick with the Paynes then. Let's make a nice Paynes gray background. Put some words. Need to make them backwards, actually.
Now I want to do, I'm going to clean that off. Take another piece.
That's pretty cool.
Let's do the darker orange. And so I'm anxious to see what everybody makes this month. This will be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I hope we get as much participation this month as we did last month.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
Because that was really great. There was so many people playing along and so much action in the group. So I hope you guys pick up some sort of a neon product. It doesn't have to be an expensive one. There's neon craft paint, you know, probably 99 cents or whatever at Target.
Yep.
Or an inexpensive watercolor set. And do something. Do something so we can see. We will be excited.
I have to soak my stencil.
Paint off the stencil. Make some more marks. So I end up with these interesting underpapers too by, you know, trying to clean up the stencil a little bit. I mean, look at this. This can be torn up
Yeah.
and made into stuff. So I always enjoy that.
Okay.
Let that dry a little bit.
That pink. So we're getting close to time.
Yeah, it is. I guess this is probably my last one then. Just
Yeah.
get it pulled so that we can see it. And hopefully I can pull it up without an extra layer. You see that fluorescent even through the paper. So thanks for joining us for this premiere. Both of us are traveling, so
Yeah,
July's
it's that
pretty-
time of year, right?
yeah. So we're glad you could come and join us while we have our premiere.
Do a little fill in with this. So I got some
Chit
left
chat
on
with
my.
us in the chat.
sprayer.
If we made it.
Yeah, if we make it there, we
I
plan
think
to
we're
anyway.
going to, but
This one's
never
really
know.
wet, so I'm gonna set that aside to dry. This one, this needs some stuff, but I mean, it's great collage paper, right? I did this one and that one and that one. Trying to just pull a few out here and show you the neon prints, the bright, bright, bright neon colors here. So yeah, that's about it from us. Hope you enjoyed this. And
Yeah, lots of light, nice prints, bright prints for sure.
yeah, so we've got some stuff to work with anyway.
Yeah. All right.
And I got to set it aside to dry. Bye, guys.